Welcome back, Daydreamer. Today's episode, I celebrate having cleared the 400 subscriber mark, and I lost some footage. Sorry.
Ragtag Daydreams is sponsored by NewTypeHQ.com.
Okay, so like I said, I lost some footage, but hey, it wasn't my stupid mistake this time. It's happened once before, and it was because I thought I hit record and I didn't. I kind of like double tapped the button, so I got about 2 seconds or a second of footage, and yeah, nothing else. That was nice. This time, I had a corrupt card. I know. I ordered another one on Amazon. Just move on, okay? Moving on, I am celebrating with some Asahi Extra Dry Japanese beer for a Japanese modeling channel. Is it a Japanese modeling channel? It's an English modeling channel about Japanese models. But I am celebrating because I actually, I never really thought the channel would go anywhere. I was going to give it a year and kind of see what happened. As far as the Gunpla stuff, I started out by just wanting to get my story out on some kind of platform of me going to Japan and having a cool time last year, and around June, early June, late March, something like that. I'll have to go back and look, but it was around this time, maybe a month back, that I decided to start transitioning to a Gunpla channel. This was mainly because I'm just not an interesting person, especially whenever I fail to go to the gym, and I still do. So, I have some Asahi Dry that I am enjoying. With my very broken Japanese in celebration, I am going to toast everyone. So, if you know Japanese or are fluent in it, please have mercy. So, Nihon Biru Ichiban Kanpai! There we go. So, I am enjoying some beer this evening because it's a good reason to celebrate. Of course, I'm stocked up on it because it's basically July 4th weekend coming up, and it makes me feel a lot better from the lost footage. Part of what I did find out was that I lost some footage kind of in the middle of things, so I was able to get this. All right, so right here I am bringing out the Evergreen clear plastic sheeting. Now, I always intended to use this. I had one sheet of it left from a project years ago that I've just never used the last sheet of it. I want to use this to encapsulate the area that I'm going to pour epoxy into. So once the epoxy's there, I can trim the excess off and hopefully make it look really cool. Hopefully. That's probably coming next week, unless I screw up again. But whatever. Then, of course, the footage that I lost was making more dust and smoke effects, and then wiring the EL wire. I only wired it because it's kind of pre-wired, and it was just drilling through and gluing it into place with super glue. So yeah, that's what happened, and you can kind of see where the diorama sits here. And then lighting it up, and I clicked the button there on the EL wire so it would blink, and you could see the difference between it being off and on. It's hard to tell with the lights on, especially like studio lights or photography lights and just brighter lights. It's hard to tell that it's on or off. I don't know if that's, I don't know. I think it's the color, because I've used EL wire before, and some of it, depending on the color, you can see in daylight and everything, like, it's obvious. But this yellow didn't do that as much. Sorry. But this, as most of the things that I do, this is kind of an experiment. So, you live and you learn. But I think it looks cool. Okay, so the next episode is going to be pouring epoxy, finishing up like hand-painted details and getting all of the sand and all that kind of stuff dealt with, and final wiring. For framing this guy out, I'm probably just going to glue some poster board to the sides and call it done. I'm a little tired of dealing with this diorama. I'm a little tired of dealing with dioramas in general. I really want to get back to the basics. I want to make stuff that doesn't require just like so much extra work. I'm personally not really ready to enter into Gunpla World Cup. There's still more that I need to refine and learn, and so I don't know. It's just something where I think I'm putting forth a lot of effort into some of these dioramas that I'm learning with every time, you know, that I make one. So that's good, and I hope you guys are too. But I really want to get back to basics. I want to do some clean work. And so coming up is going to be something that's a little bit more along the lines of some clean work, and then also still some dirty work, like not necessarily diorama stuff, but also some things that are weathered and it's very dirtied up. It's not exactly like really sharp and clean kind of stuff, but not LED lit and on a diorama and cut apart and all that kind of stuff. So I really hope you guys like what's coming up soon. I also want to do some stuff with the War Set kits, and if you're not familiar with those, check out this week's Whip Wednesday. That was for the RX-79 War Set, and I also have the Zaku War Set. So I want to do some stuff with those and just show you guys how you can make the Skirmish, Mobile Suit Skirmish tabletop game really cool with these sets that kind of all in one box. You've got a squad. So you know, there's a lot of things that I want to do. I also want to know from you, the viewer, what's the kind of things that you guys want to see? I've heard a lot of things about scribing. I've heard a lot of things about, you know, LEDs. I've heard stuff about Pla Plate. But, you know, is there any kits that you really like? I know once upon a time somebody said that the Exia was a kit that they wanted to see. The Banshee, anything from Unicorn. And I did the Banshee Verka, lost pieces and screwed that one up. So if there's a certain mobile suit that you want to see, a certain type of kit that you want to see, a specific question that you have that you want answered in video form, please leave a comment below and let me know. I want to put content out that people want to see. I love this hobby and I want to extend and expand the community, and I know that there's a lot of people that do kit reviews. I know that there's some people that do just like Gunpla World Cup level work. It's nuts out here. I'm stuck in the middle. I don't do World Cup level work. I would really like to grow to be there one day. I just don't think I'm there yet. And I also have a limited amount of time. I'm blessed to be working from home right now because of the crazy times that we're in, but that really only gives me about an hour extra, and the first half hour of that I usually sleep in because I'm also a fan of sleep. But all that being said, cheers to you, Kampai, and thank you very much, all of you, especially the new subscribers that came in, because I've had a lot of new subscribers in like the last month. I've had more new subscribers in the last month than I had in like the month prior or the other month prior. I think the 2 months prior put together has equaled the same amount of subscribers that I've had in the last 28 days per YouTube. So thank you so much. Really, I really appreciate it. I really didn't think anybody would ever want to watch my dumb ass do these things and screw up kits and build and everything like that. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more, like, share, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll just I'll leave you with almost nothing this time because just keeping it short and simple. But thank you very much. Gunpai.